Good morning, Patreon subscribers. So we'll start with the New Zealand dollar USD. If you were spotting the Kiwi USD signals, the trade setups we were putting in the New Zealand dollar channel, it was saying how we were just basically a stop hunt. We did cover it briefly, I think, on Monday, Tuesday. We come down to take stops, and I'll say, we should probably look for longs. And then above the ATR target short, but the caveat was FOMC, and that's why we didn't take the trade. Had it not been for the huge risk event from United States, we could have taken that, and our stop could have been at their stop loss, right? So we'd enter once that liquidity had been probed. Then you look for a long above the technical target. So we'd exceeded the weekly open to the ATR target short by quite a bit. So that tells us stop hunt, and we can see visibly it was stop hunt. And then we're looking for longs after the liquidity has been taken, and it's made an 90 pip move since. So we were wise to be careful because FOMC, but perhaps next time we have a meeting, don't be so worried about it. Because obviously we missed that opportunity to go long, and everything was lining up for a long. Okay, so we were wise to be very careful, but we also missed out an opportunity there, and it was basically liquidity probe, technical support, and then we pumped, and it was all lining up for a long, and we have rallied. Do note that the monthly pivot's at 62.84. There isn't a trade setup on this one. But just to say, there was one there we could have taken, but we were just being very careful because of the FOMC. So next time we have a Fed meeting, perhaps we don't have to be so apprehensive, and we can just use that as a catalyst for a move. And where did we move? A hell of a lot there, didn't we? God, that was crazy. So yeah, we would have already been long here, but that move probably might have scared me out of the position. I might have wanted to exit, to be honest with you, because that's quite a move there, isn't it? Let's zoom in a bit. Yeah, so there's our long. Up we pumped to monthly pivot nearly, then we dumped a bit, and then we just resumed its move higher. Let's zoom out again. So that's a missed opportunity, but that's fine. And we'll just, next time we have a Fed meeting, we won't be so apprehensive about it. Okay, so that's the New Zealand dollar. We'll look at the euro. It won't be a trade because of the sentiment. Really, really, really skewed. And so by being so skewed, yeah, it's just obviously going to be a reversal. See, less shorts is bearish, more longs is bullish. So I think there's going to be less shorts up here, and that red line is your monthly resistance at 108.94. We have got it as a support currently, and the SLC above is at 109.39. One below is at 107.50. So a reduction of shorts is going to be bearish. So if we come up here, it's probably likely it will mean there's less shorts because these guys are going to get stopped out, and then it'll be bearish. So potentially up to the SLC, maybe to MR1. How big is that move? It's a 41 pip move. Potential scenario up, down, up, which would kind of make sense. You see how we're zigzagging, aren't we? So potentially up. Maybe Monday. Potentially. So yeah, but we won't have a trade set up here, but I think that's a possible scenario. MR1 to SLC, back down again, and then maybe higher. It might just retrace a little bit more. But yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? So remember, if we get the stop loss cluster, it will probably mean that we'll be fairly bearish because it means there's less shorts. Okay, more shorts is bullish, less shorts is bearish. And if you need me to explain that, I've done a video in Discord, and it's not too bad. You just got to get your head around it. Pound, I guess, because we've got the BOE, but there won't be a one on this because obviously the Bank of England are gonna very likely hike today and we are a buy on the sentiment, so it probably is going to pump to the SLC 123.50, MR1 123.11. So we're well supported, and what we can potentially do is look for a short once we've exceeded ATR target long. So this will be something that I'll mark down on my notepad to look for a short. Once we've got the SLC and we've done this move, we're going to look for a move to MR1, which is a 46 pip move. So that's what we'll do on Friday, which is tomorrow. So SLC pump, raid more stops, decline somewhat, then we're going to look for a short to MR1, which is a really nice move. It's 49 pips. So we'll have to wait for price to do its, price discovery thing, and to see where we are going to stop and how many stops we're going to take out the casino before it, we've our job done, and then we're going to have a technical retracement because the ATR target long. So I won't draw a FIP on here now because I don't know where we're going to stop. We could even come up there, which would be really scary. So it might really pump because the Bank of England are going to want to squash the inflation fears. So Bailey might be quite aggressive, and that might push the pound higher. But so that's what we'll do. We'll have a look at this tomorrow. Okay, so I'll make a note on that, and we're looking for a short below ATR target long, but we need to pump first in order to sell. So that's something we can look at tomorrow. Can look at dollar Swiss, I guess. If you want us to look at any particular pair, just let us know. Won't mind at all. So, okay, so we've exceeded ATR target short. Where's the SLC? A bit too far, isn't it? Yeah, so that won't be a trade setup. We have taken out a lot of liquidity, you can see. But where would you put your stop loss? Here, potentially. We can have a look at this. So you're looking for a long with a stop there. It's wide though, isn't it? Maybe make it a little bit higher, maybe just above slightly. It's a very wide stop. Yeah, it's a bit too wide, isn't it, really? 30 could be good. I mean, after all, we've taken out liquidity, ATR target short, we've exceeded technically, maybe here. Yeah, so my confidence would probably be a 2 out of 5 on this one, because really, we are a sell at the big picture. However, we have taken out a lot of stops and we've exceeded the ATR target short. So I guess we can look at this. Stops wide though, but it has to be there because of that counter wick. Okay, so I know we can look at this, but I've got a fairly low confidence on it because ideally we'd not that long. We need that to come down at least, and we don't want them to be holding. So yeah, we can potentially look at this, but my confidence is low. So I think because if it's a 2 out of 5, we won't publish it. If it's a 3 out of 5 or more, then we'll put it into medium to longer term trade ideas, which is that channel in Discord. So we can certainly look at this. Maybe it might be okay. It might be all right, mightn't it? It's quite tricky. So I guess we can publish it, but with a caveat, low confidence. And then maybe look at Aussie. And then maybe finish up the UJ. Oh, AU. SLC, 6760. There's no trade set up here. Not really, is there? That's too far. You could maybe look for a break weekly open to ATR target short, but where would you put your stop loss? So no trade set up there. Remember, we're looking for when price overcomes the ATR target long or short, and we're taking out liquidity. So they're the two important conditions for our trades. Is that we're technically overdone and we're taking liquidity out the casino. Dollar yen. So perhaps dollar Swiss might be one. And there's MS1. Can you see the reaction on that? 130.56. Likewise, weekly open. Where'd you target? There, but where'd you put your stop? Right, so if you were to enter there, your stop loss would be huge. So that wouldn't be a trade. So far, dollar Swiss, I I think, and it just is what it is. We don't want to be over trading, and we want to be looking at those conditions that need to be satisfied. Likewise, there's nothing here either. And so it might be a case of coming back tomorrow for the GU, for looking for a short, and a potential dollar Swiss, but with a low confidence today. And that's what we'll do. So there's nothing there. So now we can enter, because we're now above the entry. So I'll publish this now, and we'll see how we go. Remember to use a very, very small size because this confidence is low. The fact that we're really long, so really we probably shouldn't be coming up, but we have taken out a big amount of stops in that liquidity area there. So let's see how we go.